Morning, Frank. Obviously, let's start. Do you want to ask about Tatsuro Sakamoto? Obviously, wasn't involved. How is he doing?
Yeah, he won't be fit for this game. So he's doing okay, but it's a sore injury in his ribs.
Are you hoping to have him back before the end of the season, or
we're going to have to see about that?
Fine. And obviously, Brandon Thomas-Asante started in his place on the weekend. What was your thinking behind that?
He's a good player, can play across all attacking areas, and has been very, very effective for us as a 10, as a right winger, and as a left winger this season. So simple choice. And Brandon sometimes pushes that choice by how he trains, how he acts, how he is, his positivity, his pressing, his abilities, like all those things. So he's been a big player in what we've done this season. Unfortunately, injuries have missed parts of the season, but without the injuries, his numbers that he could have racked up and his impact would have been really, really big, but it's still been very big for us.
Obviously, it's so close now to that promotion. You've already spoken about kind of your successes in your playing career. How big of an achievement would this be compared to your personal successes, getting this club promoted?
Well, I'll let everyone else talk about that. I think personally, it's really hard to compare playing career, which has a much more individual nature to it, as opposed to management, which has a much bigger responsibility. And there's context of playing for Champions League football clubs with Didier Drogba and John Terry behind you and all those things to working in this job. So it's a hard one to compare, but I'll let others compare it. At this point, we're not there yet, but I'm happy. I'm happy with what we're doing now.
And Blackburn obviously played Tuesday night against Southampton. I assume you kept an eye on that or watched that. What did you make of them on Tuesday night in their defeat?
Yeah, I think you have to give credit to them in terms of their recent form, because Southampton are a team that are on really good form and they went away from home, and you can lose a football match. So, we obviously study the details of it, but generally you can see Blackburn are a team that are fighting, have good players, have a good energy about them, and I took that game into account, but I also took the positive results they've had recently, and they've had some, and know that this will be a tough game. And I think playing in midweek when we didn't, I wouldn't say that's a benefit for us, because at this point I'd rather play than train, is my opinion, because the players have trained for a long time, and games at this point are good to be playing. So they played their match, they played a challenging match, but I'm sure they'll be ready to go again.
And obviously the same like Ipswich losing, which obviously is affected things moving forward. Bit of a shock result for that. It just proves how competitive this league is, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It absolutely proves it, and we're all used to that now. In-house, sometimes I remember when we went to Norwich and lost, and everyone was like, "Wow, you lost to Norwich. You were on a really great run." And then now you go, "Yeah, Norwich aren't a bad team. Portsmouth are certainly not a bad team. The opposite. Their performance was brilliant. I saw that." And Ipswich are a very, very strong team in this league. We know that. But I think, if anything, it's a good little nudge for our boys who would have sat and watched that, that if you are below par in any way or any shape, or understanding that any team will take you to the wire or can beat you if you're not at it. And that's a good message for us going into the Blackburn game.
You're going to miss the Championship next year, Frank, or keep an eye on it?
Well, let's talk about that when we're officially there. But I think the Championship is a great league to work in. It's a great league to watch, and the unpredictability of it, the support base, the size of the teams that are in it, and there's so many different styles and those things. The challenges of coach are great and will be great. So I certainly enjoy it.
And just lastly from me, obviously, I know we speak about the fans a lot, but over 7,000 of them tomorrow. They sold out within hours, which is incredible, and I'm sure fans are going to be watching it in the city as well. It's a support that, they're potentially going to see that club promoted, and the history about this football club and the years of horrid they've had, how much it'll mean to the fans to see the club promoted on Friday night.
Well, let's strip it back. It's the most important thing about any football club. But with this football club, with the situation it's been through for 25 years, it's heightened. There's no doubt, because it has an incredible fan base home and away. I'm not saying we're used to that now. We don't take it for granted, but it's a thing. And 7,000 plus, I think, probably when you see what happens with where they might be dotted around, I don't know, is just testament to how they support this team. Tough times that I can't even describe too much because I wasn't here, but I've read some things actually this week about situations that fans and the club have gone through in different stadiums, and just where they were means that it's even more special for us as a football club. That's what I believe. There are many stories of teams that come down from the Premier League, go back up to the Premier League, or have different journeys of getting up. It's not often that teams that have not had recent Premier League experience get up to the Premier League now for reasons of how the Championship is set. But then it's absolutely very, very rare that teams that have gone through this journey are in this position only with a one step away from where they're going. So the fans are the first ones that should enjoy it. I know they will at the stadium or outside the stadium. We need to focus on our job on the pitch and let them enjoy it. If we do our job right, they'll enjoy it even more. If we do our job right, we'll enjoy it even more. And that's how I feel.
Right, Jack.
Hello.
Obviously, then results during the week were a bit of a shock to you.
During the week, the Ipswich
Yes.
and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it was Portsmouth.
When Portsmouth they beat Ipswich.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, they're trying to take out all the big three, aren't they? At the moment, no, they're fight. That's the thing with teams like down there. I've been in teams down there, and I've been on that side of it where where you're beating 1 or 2 in the league, and you're down there at the bottom fighting for your life, and that's why we need to show as much fight as they do. Because if we show as much fight, our quality will show. But that's why we love football, because anything can happen. But it's a shock, those results. But I wasn't too mad at them.
Obviously, can I ask about you're back fully fit now? Obviously, you had that bit of time away. What was that like? Them few weeks away in a key time. It must have been hard.
It was frustrating, especially since I was on fire as well. I just wanted to keep going. I wanted the games to keep coming, so I had a little setback. But I think in my return against Derby, you saw the frustration come out.
Has it been frustrating these last few games? Because obviously, especially Derby and Hull, Frank hasn't started you. You've come off the bench as an impact player. Is that to manage your minutes, or do you have them discussions early? Or
Yeah, no, that was more to manage my calf coming back in. So I was obviously fine. Just wanted to help the team coming off the bench.
Can I talk about the relationship in midfield? Because obviously it's been a lot in the past January, Grimes, Onyeka and yourself. What's it like, 3 of you working on the pitch and training?
Yeah,
you seem to get on really well.
Yeah, I mean, Tank's like my new best mate. But yeah, no, I love him. I love Grimes as well, what a captain. But we have so much quality in all over the pitch. Even the boys, like Torpy, Josh, Jamie, all the players that can play midfield. So much quality. But when I've been in there with Tank and Grimesy, I feel like we have a really good connection. I think what do you call it? We all complement each other really well. I can kind of just stand in the pocket and wait for Frank to demolish someone and give me the ball. So yeah, no, it makes my life easy playing with them. They're top players. I can't wait to be playing with them for longer. And
obviously, it's great that you've built that relationship with Frank, who has become a fan favourite since joining in January. How has he elevated that midfield? You said about how it seems easy now playing with him. What's been the difference since he's come in January? Has it made your job easier?
Yeah, I think it just he's such a physical presence, and he's so good at just winning the ball back and showing some just some strength, some speed, just upping the tempo and the press. It makes it so much easier for me when you have someone who can just win it back and then play you in the ball as quick as possible. I think that's what he likes. He likes to win it and pass it forward. But he's good on the ball as well. He's a top player. He's played Premier League, many Premier League games. So to have that experience as well coming down is good. And he's a great guy off the pitch. He's just very chilled. So yeah.
Before I touch on tomorrow, I just want to ask. Obviously, since you've joined and the rich form you've been in, you've had so many media outlets linking you to XYZ clubs. Does that affect you as a player, being linked away with the moves?
No, I don't. To be fair, I don't really look at stuff like that. I just kind of focus on myself. Any media, good or bad, I think the only thing you need to know is what you believe in yourself and focus. Keep your focus, and you'll keep churning out good performances.
Tomorrow, then, over 7,000 plus at Sky Blue Army. That's, again, we speak about the fans a lot, but an incredible support on a Friday night, which big history for the football club.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, they've been doing it all year. They're the best fans in the league. Home and away, they fill out the stadium. We've had multiple games this year where it's we're playing away and it feels like we're home because they're just out singing or outnumbering home fans. like they're unbelievable. The support that show us on the pitch, the support that show us off the pitch as well. You know, you could probably speak to any of the boys, like when we're walking around, going in for coffee or something. The support we get is unreal. And you know, it's a lovely city. Like you can feel that family connection to the fans as well. So long may it continue.
That's important doing it in front of them as well tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since they're all making the trip out to Blackburn. So.
And obviously, if things do go to plan, what are your plans, or have you made any plans yet?
Yeah, just get straight out to the town. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, we got a title to win. So, yeah, what, laughing at that. No, we got a title to win. You know, we can celebrate in the summer. So I'm not fussed about you know, celebrating right now when the season's not finished. I mean, we can win the title this week if this weekend if things go our way. But maybe then I'll have a bit of a celebration once we win the title.
Cheers, Jack. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.